Hello, my name is Stanislav Stakonik, and today I'll be talking about combating climate change. I'll specifically talk about the problems, the causes, and the solutions of this topic and what we can do to help it. First, I'll talk about the problems and causes that come from climate change. The first problem that I'll be talking about, which affects climate change, is modern living. As written by an article by MIT Management on December 27th, 2019, they said it's a it's a tough pill to swallow, but modern conveniences like electricity, transportation, and air conditioning contribute to climate change, and remedies potentially involve significant sacrifice and lifestyle change. The second problem that I'll be talking about is air pollution causing diseases to people's health. According to an article named Earth.org on August 18th, 2021, they found that in 2016, outdoor air pollution caused an estimated 4.2 million premature deaths, which is about 90% of them in low and middle income countries. Now, you may be wondering, well, what are the causes of these problems? And I'll answer that question right now. The first cause that I'll be talking about relates to the first problem of modern living. It was said by an article called Act Now that greenhouse gas emissions per person vary greatly among countries. In the US, of America and Russian Federation, per capita emissions are almost 3 times the world average of 6.6 tons of CO2 equivalent. While in India and the African Union, they are less than half the world average. The second cause that I'll be talking about will be for air pollution causing diseases to people's health. It was shown by the World Health Organization in October 2024 that air pollution is a risk for all-cause mortality as well as specific diseases. The specific disease outcomes most strongly linked with exposure to air pollution include stroke, heart disease, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, lung cancer, and etc. Now, I'll finally answer the question that you may be wondering, and that's the solution to this issue, which is my main topic, combating climate change. The first solution that I found was about ending our reliance of fossil fuels. It was found by IVRDC on December 13th, 2022, that according to an intergovernmental panel on climate changes called Special Report on Global Warming of 1.5 degrees Celsius, that in order to meet the goal of reducing global carbon emissions by at least 45% below 2010 levels before 2030, which scientists tell us we must if we're to avoid the worst. Now, the second solution that I was able to find was said by Sustainability magazine on January 14th, 2022, which talks about reduce, reuse, and recycle. The first topic that they talked about was that landfills not only ruin areas of the environment, but also give off carbon dioxide. Using recycling schemes makes sure items that can be repurposed don't end up in landfills and reduce the need for raw materials. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope that you learned something today, and maybe you found a way that you can maybe help this issue. And if not, I hope you learned something today and maybe do some more research on it and be more interested and even share your thoughts and ideas. And thank you for listening again.